Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here it is, Saturday. It is Saturday, December 23rd, which means it's not just Saturday, it is the Saturday before Christmas, and I am so excited about Christmas. Well, kind of had a bummer thing happen, but I still love Christmas. So what happened was we were supposed to take our fifth wheel and leave today and go down to our daughter's for the week and do Christmas, but she called day before yesterday and said the whole house has COVID. Not gonna go. So, well, she said, oh, you can still come down and maybe we'll see how we all feel on Sunday. And I'm like, nope, not gonna go down there to see how people feel. We're gonna wait until everybody feels good and we'll come down like in January. Yeah, because you can take the fifth wheel and drive down there and all that stuff. So we'll just do it in January. So that'll be fun. We'll have Christmas in January. Yay. But that changes a couple of things for me. So first of all, I'm excited because, well, I'm sad that we're not going, but we went to Costco yesterday and I got a ham, and then I talked to Vi. She's going to come down for Christmas dinner, and our friend Shalea is going to come over for Christmas dinner, so it'll be the four of us, and it's going to be lovely. It's just going to be great. So I'm excited about that. I'm glad that we're getting to do something. I think we're crooked here. Are we crooked? Is that better? Might be better. I don't know. There you go. Okay. Anyway, I have a different tripod thing and it just doesn't fit right. This is really technical. Anyway, so I'm excited. I have a couple of things. I've got some videos, and I'm going to talk about, because you know, if you've been with me for any length of time, on Saturday, it's what I call Saturday happenings. I like to talk about the videos that I did, maybe talk about some of the questions or comments, and then what I've got planning to come up. So I am still so excited about my Mix It Up Monday, and it is just fun to have those mixes, and I'm so glad I started doing that. I'm getting retro. I think I'm going back in when I was, you know, back in the 80s when I was a young housewife, and we used to have all these things because they were so handy. They were genius. But this past Monday was my son's 39th birthday. My baby, 39, but he's a good guy. Good guy. He does tree work. Scares me every time he sends me a picture from like way up in the top of a tree, but he's a good guy. And so he had his birthday on Monday. We went out to dinner. It was really, really good. So that was cool. But on Monday was my video for the Mix It Up Monday, was the Alfredo sauce with the curried rice. Now, the Alfredo sauce is so good. On Tuesday, I used it to make the noodle dinner, and it is so good. And I realized I use these sauces pretty much every day. I use some kind of a sauce, but I'm only posting one video a week. And then I told Brian, maybe I should just do videos every time I use the sauces. And he said, well, why not? And I said, well, some of them I haven't actually posted the video yet, and it's not hard to post a video in advance. That's super easy. Like I have Mix It Up Mondays posted clear into March because Monday is reserved for that. But if I do just random other ones, I don't know if I'm going to be in a collaboration. I guess I could just move them around because I wanted them to be in there. But if you see a video where I'm using a mix, that you haven't seen the mix video on Monday yet, I'll just tell you that you'll see the mix video coming up. But I'm going to use it in this recipe. It's kind of like a teaser, maybe. Anyway, so that was cool, and I love the Alfredo. And I was thinking about doing like a classic tuna casserole. Classic, you know, like with the cream and mushroom soup and everything, but adding some of the Alfredo mix in there because I just think it would give it a really good flavor. So I'm going to start doing that. So there was that Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday was the puzzle. I did the puzzle for my Crafty Wednesday, the sublimated puzzle, and that was so fun because day before yesterday we went over to the friend's house and we had coffee and coffee cake, and we visited with them for a while and we exchanged gifts. So I gave him that puzzle. It was just all pieces in a bag, and he's like, oh, thanks. Like, he had no clue, and people were like, oh, you gave me a puzzle? Like, he wanted to do a puzzle. So we were sitting there having coffee, and I said, get your puzzle out. And he's like, oh, I'll do it. And I said, no, get it out. It's not very big. It's 80 pieces. We can do it. So we got the edge around it. We started putting things together, and I got the center part, which was like this part of this piece was in there. And he sees the eyes and he's like, what is that? And I said, well, and I had the bottom and I said, if you put this here, that's your face. And he goes, what? Well, that was motivating. Put the whole thing together, and he thought it was so cool. He's like, where did you get that picture? I said, when we went on our picnic and you caught that fish, I took a picture of it. He's like, that is probably one of the coolest gifts I've ever received. So it went from really not thrilled to thinking it was the coolest gift he'd ever received. I had so much fun watching his change when it came to that gift. But it was fun, so we did that. And then on Friday, I did the 3-ingredient cookies. And these Cool Whip cookie things are like hitting. They're on TikTok. They're on the shorts. They're everywhere. And that's when I saw them and I thought, that looks familiar. And I found my mom's card from back in the 80s, which I think Cool Whip goes through these phases. Like Cool Whip seems like it's been around forever. And then it was used, I remember when I was a kid, it was in Jell-O. You'd take canned fruit with coconut and stuff and mix it and call it ambrosia salad and little marshmallows and stuff. And it seems like Cool Whip was used, and then it was just, you got it for pies. And then it's used again. And we're back on the Cool Whip thing. But I made those cookies, and one of you asked, wouldn't it be easier to just color the Cool Whip instead of adding it to the mix? And it probably would, but then I got to thinking, I wonder if it wouldn't be as vibrant. You would still have to add a whole lot, which could alter the Cool Whip consistency maybe if it got too much liquid in it, but I use the gel. But I think if you wanted to do a pastel cookie, that would work, but if you want a really vibrant color, I feel like you would need to add more coloring to the actual mix. But I did do my mom's recipe with the chocolate cake mix, and I think it was better. It was more like soft snickerdoodle. It actually spread out more than the other ones. It wasn't kind of as puffy. It spread out more. But it had the perfect consistency. It was like a soft snickerdoodle, like a little on the outside was crispy, but a little bit more soft. And it turned out so good. Like, it was delicious. So I think I'm going to get spice mix, and I want to do that. And I'm thinking with Vi and Shalea come over for Christmas dinner, I'm thinking I will do the spice cookie, and we'll see how that turns out, because it's super easy and it's kind of fun. So I'll do a short on that. Maybe I'll show you, because it's the same process. I'm just going to try it with the cookie, the spice cake mix. So there's that. Now, Monday coming up, I don't have any videos because it's Christmas, and I wasn't even planning on being here, but I think Christmas is you should be doing stuff, you know, not worrying about my videos on Christmas. So I don't have anything. But next week, at least on Thursday, it was so cool. I did the Dipcember, which was a fun collaboration, and I did the dill pickle dip. Well, the company, such an awesome thing. They asked collaborators, you know, they sent collaborators like some of their mixes, and you know, I was jumping all over that because it's a mix and I think it's cool. And so they sent everybody little packages, and so I'm going to show you on Thursday coming up what they sent me, and I'm going to use it in some future videos because I think it's genius. That's all I have coming up. Well, I got a little short thing on Friday, but that's all I have coming up. But now I have to show you. So one of you, whose name is Charlene, I hope I'm not saying that wrong, but it didn't look like Charlene, it looked like Charlene, sent me a link, which I will put in the description for you guys, because it's about mixes. And I want to put as many things that you can print off in there, because that Mix It Up, Make a Mix books are, they're not, I don't think they're published anymore. You can find them sometimes in like thrift stores or estate sales, or you can buy them used online. But anyway, if you can't get it, I want to give you some options. And so the one thing I will put down here is the original thing I printed off that I had in my very first, I think it's in all of the descriptions for the Mix It Up Mondays. And I'm going to add this to it because this is super cool. This is called Super Sauce SOS Mix. This is from the Utah State University Cooperative Extension. I think from the date here it's 3/30/11, but it references a reference from 1986. Go 80s. This is when the cool... Oh, I got to tell you about another thing. But anyway, Super Sauce Mix. And what's cool about this is when you print it out, it's on a whole paper like this, right? So the first sheet looks like this, and it's the back and front of the little book cover. Each page after that will be a double page, and this will be like page 3 and page 27. You cut them, stack them up, put them in this, and you have this cute little book. But on here, it has like the soups. Here's the first thing it has is the recipe for the Super Sauce Mix, and you can make different things. And it's got 5 different soups you can make with it. That's cool. It's got 4 different sauces, and one of them's like milk gravy, homemade gravy, a cheese sauce, a pizza sauce using this, which is cool. And then it has all of these different meals that range from like macaroni and cheese to Salisbury steak, Hawaiian pork chops, all using this sauce. But then inside back here, the nutritional facts are from page 21 to 26. If you go back here, it literally looks like packaging labels. So like this one here is the au gratin potatoes. Oh, I gotta tell you about them. There's the au gratin potatoes, and it breaks down the whole nutritional facts right there, which I think is cool. And because I have this, I am going to do this mix for the video on the 8th of January. I'm going to put this mix together because I'm making the Christmas dinner for the 4 of us. I am going to make the au gratin potatoes. So I've already flagged that. So that's what I'm going to come in. Today I'm going to make the mix. I'll do a video on that, and then I will do, it'll be on Tuesday the 9th, but I will do the au gratin potatoes. I'm really excited about this. This is so cool. I love the stuff like this. It's like a lot of things it feels like things go in phases, and now we're like in the 80s. Like all the cool stuff from the 80s, especially, I think you're sliding down. Especially the, sorry. I don't like this new tripod. Anyway, I think that those things are kind of making a comeback. You know what else is making a comeback? And I'm totally in on it. Back in the 80s, I had received one of those. I got married in 1982. One of those, no, I got married in 81. Sorry, got married in 81. Anyway, I got one of those whole sets of the Vision, you know, the amber colored glass cookware. I got that, and I loved it. And then when we moved from Hawaii to Japan, if I'd have been in the kitchen, there would have been some words, because the guys just took those and set them, didn't wrap them anything, just set them in a box, taped it shut. If I had been there and seen that, that would not have happened. But by the time we got our shipment in Japan, it had already been lost for 4 months. And by the time we got it, I opened it up, and it was nothing but broken handles, broken lids, broken pots, and I couldn't get them again, so I just had other pots. Well, I was at a store with Vi. She likes to go to the hospice thrift store, and I saw one of those pots, and I thought, oh my God, I love that thing. So I got it. Then I got on eBay, and I started replacing my Visions cookware set. And I'm so excited about it. So now I can watch things boil because they're glass. Anyway, so I'm excited about that. So I'm kind of getting back into that stuff, but I am loving the mixes. So I'm going to do more of those. And I've got 3 things, well, in my head, but I also have printed out to do for my Wednesdays. They're sewing ones though. They're not ones downstairs. So in my, sublimation and paper crafting, they're sewing. So I'm going to do a couple of sewing videos. I might do some more of the crafty videos for paper crafting or sublimation. But that's what's coming up. And I want 2024 to be an amazing year. Some people don't feel like it will be, but I want it to be. So I want everybody to put your good vibes toward 2024 being an awesome year. And if you have not joined my Facebook group, which is a private group, you have to request to join, where you can have conversations, head over there and do that, because I want to have some good conversations about what your thoughts are and what you're planning on for 2024 and cool stuff. Just cool stuff like that. So there you have it. This is Saturday Happenings for the 23rd of December, getting ready for Christmas. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.